Because before I started coaching, I made over $1 million on stage, like from people paying.
Hold on. Did y'all hear that? He said before he started coaching, he made over $1 million on stage. What's going on, y'all? Stevie Zena's Rich From Anywhere. We are here at Myron Golden's Mouth to Millions event. It is power-packed with heavy hitters that are doing big numbers. I'm talking about $1 million days, $2 million days, $7 million days from these amazing entrepreneurs. So today, I'm here with Odell Bizzell. He helps publics. Did I say it right?
Yeah, you
okay,
did.
Okay, cool.
This is funny. It was like Bizzell.
Because, you know, I used to rap, so I got the rap hand.
Yeah, me too. Odell Bizzell rhymes deeper than a well.
Well, we're here with Odell, and, you know, we're having a good time out here. What Odell actually does is he helps entrepreneurs with public speaking. And that's a big area that a lot of entrepreneurs don't even really think about, and that's a great way to honestly increase your revenue, right? That's a good, like, cash flowing model. Can you talk a little bit about what it is that you do, bro?
Yeah, absolutely. So you got to remember that words build worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Words build worlds, but words also build wealth.
Yes.
And the ability to communicate, the ability to articulate a message, that's what it's really all about. And anybody that's anybody. And if you think of the biggest influencers in the world, they use public speaking.
Yes.
And so if we have in mind, have the end and the beginning, then we want to be big influencers. We want our businesses and our brands to grow. Public speaking is it. And the reason why is because public speaking has been working on us our whole lives. Institutions have been built on it. You know, education institutions, you have a teacher in front of a classroom. Religious institutions, you have a preacher in front of a congregation. Parents in front of their children, you have somebody in authority always.
Right.
When you see somebody on a stage with a microphone, they have authority.
Right.
So whether or not they know what they're talking about or not, you think for the moment until they prove you wrong, that they know what they're talking about.
Gotcha.
So being able to do that, it elevates you faster, and it also gives you credibility. More than, like, you can create this, oh, we're online, we make all this money. Yeah. But if you're getting universities hiring you, corporations hiring you, that credibility, you can't really manufacture that.
What's going on, y'all? I am interrupting this video because I want to tell you about something that's absolutely incredible. Now, I know for quite some time you've probably been seeing a lot of the testimonials that we've gotten, a lot of the amazing results we've gotten for our students over the course of the last few years. But now is your chance to really tap in with us for 5 days straight, y'all. 10 hours worth of gems being dropped on you inside of a Zoom session. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the Get Better at Marketing Challenge, y'all. This is a 5-day challenge completely designed to level up your business and get you better at that one thing that you need to actually level up your business and make the money you want to make so that you can experience the things that you want to experience, y'all. The Get Better at Marketing Challenge is fully designed to take your business to the next level. Do not sleep on this. This is an amazing opportunity. Join the Get Better at Marketing Challenge now, and we will see you at the challenge. Got you. Now that's pretty crazy, and that's something that even me as an entrepreneur, I didn't really think about, that public speaking aspect and, you know, how lucrative it can be. So, like, for an entrepreneur, let's say an entrepreneur that's semi-successful, they might be doing maybe 100K a year or something like that. Is this something that they can get into? Like, is there like a requirement for public speaking? Like, how much knowledge do you have to actually have for something like that?
You just have to know more than your audience. When I first started, I was 22.
Okay.
22, fresh out of college. My public speaking professor, he was like, what are you going to do? I was like, I don't know. He's like, you should be a professional speaker.
Wow.
I'm 22 at the height of the Great Recession. And I'm like, what does that even mean? I don't know what that means. Like, I'm not rich. I didn't have a tech company. I didn't have any of that. He said, you need a message. You need an audience. That's the requirement. A message and an audience. And what's really cool, public speaking allows you to implement more easily what I call the 3-word business plan.
Okay.
Qualify, congregate, collaborate. When you qualify people by calling out that message and saying, hey, I talk about this thing.
Right.
I help entrepreneurs grow their credibility, their visibility, and their profitability through public speaking.
Right.
Ooh, I think I want to do that. Let me opt into your thing. Let me do whatever. You qualify them. Then you congregate them. You bring them to a webinar. You bring them to a challenge. You bring them to a live event, virtual event, whatever. You bring them together, same accord. You give them that energy, whether it's through video, in person. Then you collaborate with them, and it's something that I always get people to do. We're usually indoctrinated first, and then we're like, man, I got to do this thing. So congregating people, it indoctrinates them. Then you say, look, we're going to work together this way or that way. Which way do you want to do it? And there's no medium more powerful than public speaking.
Wow. Are y'all hearing this? So those of y'all entrepreneurs that are listening right now, all you have to do is know more than your audience, and now you become an asset.
Just a little bit more. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So talk to me a little bit about what's the money like being a public speaker?
There are 2 ways you're gonna make money public speaking. Somebody's gonna pay you up front. Hey, be on my platform, be on my stage. They're gonna pay you up front because they feel like your message has value. Or you use it as a marketing medium.
Gotcha.
So you have something to sell, and maybe you're paid on the front end, but you also have something to sell on the back end. The most lucrative side of it is having something on the back end.
Gotcha.
Or what I call the front end, the back end, the side end, having something.
Yeah.
Because before I started coaching, I made over $1 million on stage, from people paying.
Hold on. Did y'all hear that? He said before he started coaching, he made over $1 million on stage. Okay, keep going.
From people paying me, people saying, "Hey, Odell, you're great. We would love to have you."
Wow.
But when I found out, and this is why we're here.
Yeah.
When I found out that, wait a minute, I could make that in a month by having people to come. It blew my mind, and I haven't made $1 million from coaching yet. I just started last year, really amping it up. But I made close to $250,000 in a year, what took me multiple years to do on stage. So it's just leverage communication. It's the only way.
Wow. So the thing is, and Myron says this all the time, abundance. You got to have that abundance mindset and understand that wealth is like the oxygen that you breathe. It's all around us. There's no limit of it. Everybody eats over here, You have to start thinking like that, because listen to Odell's story, $1 million from just public speaking. Me personally, and I'm not even just saying this, I would have never imagined that you could make that in what? How long did it take you to make $1 million?
6 years.
6 years.
And I'm not famous. I'm not famous. I don't have a huge social media following. I don't come from money where moms and pops was padding the ads for me. I was just a kid with a story and a dream.
Wow, that's absolutely incredible. And with the public speaking thing, when you really think about it though, I'm always thinking of your Tony Robbins or your Gary V's, cats like that who demand $1 million for them to just show up, But there's a spot here for you too, if you have the knowledge and you can put yourself out there. Now, what would you say to those people who are afraid to put themselves out there, who get nervous, whose heart start fluttering and things like that when they're trying to public speak? What kind of tips do you have for them?
Well, you spill out what you're full of. So if you have a passion for something, if you have a great knowledge base on something, you get excited about it, you probably won't get nervous. But when you're in front of people, I want you to reassign what nervousness really is.
Okay.
When you ever been in love?
Oh yeah.
You ever been in love? When that first love, you're like, ooh, I see him walking.
Yeah.
You're like, ooh,
that feeling.
It's the same feeling when you get on stage. You just reassign it.
Gotcha.
And the reason why you're nervous is because you're thinking more about you than you're thinking about them. And so just being able to, first of all, rehearse it, being as silly as it sounds, in person, in the mirror, making funny faces, in a camera, on social media, using all of that as rehearsal. Like being able to do that, that will set you apart. And then when you get in a room, looking at the person and knowing that words build worlds. So you can create a world in which that person is prosperous in their mind that they never saw before they met you. Focusing on that person, that's what you gotta do. But rehearse, like do it a lot. Like when you see people doing something, you see LeBron James shooting a basketball, like he's done it a gazillion times. You see me on stage, you see Tony Robbins on stage, you see Eric Thomas on, they've done it a gazillion times. So just getting the reps in and doing that.
So then it becomes easier the more you put in. And you know, the thing is, like, a lot of times you might be sitting here listening right now and being like, oh, little old me, like I can't go out and speak like right now. Like how long does something like that take to build the confidence, not only the confidence, but also build the Rolodex of people to actually go out and find these different areas to speak at?
Well, that's something that is the most difficult part. Okay. And that's why when I train and coach people, I teach them to do that part first.
Gotcha.
So like find an audience that buys, that wants to buy something. Yep. See what they're talking about, and then figure out how your experience, how your expertise can assist their conversation going forward. Gotcha. Then you don't have to build it before they come. You can build it as you see them talking about it.
I got you.
So then it's like, oh my gosh, you talk about this? How did you know?
Yeah.
Because I've been studying. So I would say the first thing, study an audience of buyers. Figure out what they like, figure out why they meet, figure out where they meet. Yeah. And then after that, it's literally like, I don't like to say shooting fish in a barrel. It's like fishing in a barrel.
Wow.
You don't want to shoot the fish. You shoot the fish, like the faces get all blown out. I want to fish in a barrel so that the fish is still good, so I can eat them.
Wow. Well, yo, you've opened my eyes, because I honestly didn't realize how lucrative, public speaking is, and I'm sure a lot of our audience didn't realize that either. So those of y'all that think that what y'all are doing is insignificant, that is not the case at all. You can absolutely do this. All you need is the right mentor to guide you and help you to achieve your goals. So, Odell Bizzell, thank you so much, brother, for taking some time out, man. Appreciate you. And remember, you all take that action. That's all it takes. Everybody out here can eat. Everybody out here can get it. It's all up to you. Go get it. Make it happen. Peace and love.